tactics that are being employed in modern footy.
Yeah, you can certainly tag people around the stoppages still quite easily in modern day footy, but when a team's playing a zoning defence, if someone's tagging Sam Mitchell and he runs them to someone else in the zone, all of a sudden you've got 2 Collingwood players in the one spot and it opens up gaps elsewhere in the zone.
Maxey making the point too about third man up. Bear in mind Segler and McAvoy both out. Segler injured against the West Coast Eagles, gone for the season, and McAvoy a late withdrawal as we start this game at the MCG. Pitternet, his replacement, number 43, coming out of the crouch there up against Grundy. Quarter draw. Pitternet got it at the second.
Feeds it on. Duray over the top. There's a man that we haven't seen for a while. Schoenmaker's beautifully delivered to him. Wheels onto the left boot. Short again. Thought about driving the ball long hill. A kick and a half from home. Handball was on for Burgoyne. Thought better of it. Well, first game for this man as a Hawk, Jack Fitzpatrick.
Oh, that's what they're good at, Hawk.
Bulleting ball to Lewis. The run comes. Smith. Well, bouncing ball. It's a long ball. Unattractive really end for Fitzpatrick. Unkind. Second effort was good. Went after the football. The slap from Hilda Rioli.
Just a little unlucky. Good tackle. It's always a bit hard for the tackler because you don't really know the ball's come free, but it's something, a clear free kick.
So Fitzpatrick, 23rd game of his career. 22 with the Demons. First goal as a Hawk.
Is there a club for that, Holmes?
Second club, second kick. First goal.
50. Fitzpatrick got a hand to it, knocked it down. Williams knocked it away. Pitnet's got it, knew where the help was. Gave it to Gunston, getting a hand in there. A timely one was side bottom. Gets a hand pass off. Crocker gives it to Smith, run down by Rioli. Brilliant Rioli.
Quickly moves the ball on. A couple of Hawks all on their lonesome, and now it's in dangerous hands.
When Chris away from a Rioli tackle.
Those turnover tackles are worth about half a dozen of those in close ones in tight, aren't they?
Definitely.
Well, he does sneak it through. He kicks another. And the Hawks, well, they're in touch.
From behind this time, nobody touched the footy. Runs free at the back. Coming up and doing quite nicely was Brown. Pendlebury just scuffed it. Clever by Mitchell. Gets it wide to Sicily. Sicily on the burst forward of the wing. Rioli, here's trouble. Rioli gets across and behind Howe. Howe played it pretty well. Pushed him off the football. Rioli goes back in. Hill was bruised. Brilliant pick up by Hill. Centering ball by Hill is great. And Gunston has taken the mark. 25 metres out directly in front. He's been quiet.
Find a hole in the centre corridor out in front.
They trail by 16. Gunston comes in. His kicking hasn't been all that reliable in the last month, but this is good.
They've had more support in a home and away game. All the Collingwood supporters are behind them. So too the Crows and Dogs. Goldsack. He's pinged.
Sean Burgoyne. Chris
Centre square. On the lead, Sicily cutting across is Bruce. And Bruce takes the mark on his knees. Just forward of the wing. There's movement to the pocket. Movement attracts a footy. Rioli!
Super mark there. It was a just placed down play the way he marks sometimes, but when you're watching Hawthorn and you're looking at who's going to respond when they're down, certainly blokes like Cyril Rioli, Luke Hodge and Burgoyne are the ones you look to, and Cyril's done it again so far.
Jeremy Howe won't like that one, boys.
It's the wing. Jesse White feeling it was up high. Camped in front. Shields pulls it back. Puopolo, and he's taken a good mark. Better than average, that mark by Puopolo. And let's see what he can do.
Some pressure's outstanding, but when the ball comes in their direction in the air, they're really good in the, well, not an overhead contest, obviously, but certainly a contested mark. Really good contested mark.
Pretty reliable in this situation, too. The goal they need. Having a period of dominance, and this one is good. Not by much, but that's all it took. Fitzpatrick, Grundy. Oh, Bruce gets through clean as you like and kicks a goal. That's his second. Very lax by the Magpies that time.
Let's have a look at this. Maybe two hands, but he just read it beautifully. He was on the move. It's hard to get on the move for us.
In space.
Oh, run from behind, yeah. It's really hard from the player. You're running from behind, and you can't run from behind to man the mark. You've got to go around that protected area. It's fairly technical, that one. The reason the penalty was played.
Marsh did the right thing. He came up to cover, didn't he? But Phillips oblivious to that already. Run close, and now Hodge penalises Collingwood. You'd expect nothing less. Hawthorn now are lifting their intensity. That was top 4 tackling, if ever we've seen it. Whitecross, Smith. Haven't seen much of him either. Just gives the ball off. Hawthorn accelerates away. Kicks it down towards half forward. Drifting back is Hodge. He's gone forward to good effect and now finds Rioli. Rioli's taken the mark 20 metres out.
That's knowing your teammates.
Using a chance earlier. The other side of the ground. Missed it. What can he do here? Gives it a ride. Puts it through. Hawthorn lead.
Smith, Blair ducks in, gets a football. Phillips just got shinned the ball in the end. Smith tries to break the tackle. It was strong. Phillips ends up with a football. Rioli, another little poke and a tap. Forward it goes, almost perfect to Bruce. Well, it wasn't almost. It was perfect.
Yeah, look, the kick was exceptional, but it was
a couple for the afternoon. He's good at kicking goals. He's got 3.
He thinks about taking a risk and going to Marsh. Instead, he's taken another risk. Bruce just needed to get it on the ground. Now Sicily spots 2 runners in the forward 50. Rioli has marked 20 metres out.
He's good, but they got to be clear.
So Rioli comes in and puts it through, and Hawthorn back in front. Most productive year by Cyril for goals.
It's a balanced player on either side. His side bottom, Greenwood led, acknowledged the lead, hit him laces out. Well, dangerous ball. Hawthorn closed on Smith. Hawthorn hasn't scored this afternoon. This to level things up again. It's got everything he was looking for. Just scores level again. Fires it back to Smith. Along the line, Duray, long ball inside 50. Who's at home? Sicily's been quiet, almost. Bruce, clever tap back inside. Sicily, Pendlebury to deal with. Well done in the end. Mitchell hacks it back into a dangerous spot, and it's with a dangerous man.
Yeah, I wonder if he did hack it back. I wonder if he just...
Rioli has 2, now has 3, and we're back to all square. By Hills just forward of the football. Hodge streams by. Hills chosen. Smith over the top if he wants him. Hodge continues on. Now Hill comes back inside to half forward. Guess who? How often does he bob up when the Hawks need someone to bob up?
Would you just change the angles?
That is signing out handout during the week. Another year ahead for Burgoyne. This year first. 55 from home. It's going to get very close. Wow. Unbelievable. Sean Burgoyne gets the Hawks back in front. There's a few players that are unbelievable in big moments, and he comes to mind every time you think of big players enjoying big moments.
The ability to spread them, Collingwood can't do it so well.
Out of the middle, side bottom. Shark the Fitzpatrick knock. Will's in trouble. That's holding the football. Hawthorn's biggest lead of the day. Believe that. They're up by 6. Slips it away to Gibson. Ran from half-back. High ball down towards full forward. Needs a Collingwood fist. They come from all directions. Knocked out of there by Brown. Lewis a chance. Lewis kicks a goal. Body blow.
I just seem to have a sixth sense for how long is left in the quarters, Hawthorn. You see some teams when there's 15 seconds a quarter, but Hawthorn rarely do that. They all know how long there is to go, and got one last scoring opportunity done.
Have a look at the time on the clock. It doesn't exist.
Under left, yeah, the Collingwood player. He did the right thing, Brown. He had to knock it wide, but on the end of it, unfortunately for Collingwood, was Lewis, and he just balanced beautifully. Just few too many players under
Works it
fatigue.
into the hands of Smith. Doesn't have time to fumble. He's just set upon by Shields. The Pies were away.
Dragged it back in. He was unlucky because he fumbled just marginally. As soon as he didn't take it first field, and then he dragged it back in.
Thank you.
He was gone.
Move it on. Play on.
Shields now just forward of the wing. The land about 30 from home. Sicily flies from the side.
You can see him. He seems setting himself for that. Marsh, who was his opponent, just didn't, and a jump. Marsh, I should say. Yeah, it was Marsh. It was his direct opponent that just didn't go with him. I know, it might have been Howe. But either way, you could see the Collingwood player was looking, and Sicily was going to jump on the pack.
Hasn't troubled the scorer yet this afternoon, Sicily. Great set of hands. How does he handle the moment? He's nursed it through. Hawks back in front.
Too much time he thought, though. Brilliantly done by De Goey. Gets it back from goal sack. Kicked down towards full forward. Crocker's down there. Oh, he tried to go off the ground. Wonderful stuff by Whitecross, like a soccer goalkeeper. Reeled it in. Gibson gave it to Lewis. Now just posing in the goal square, Birchall. Dangerous pass to Ray, at least for the moment, to the outer side. And coming like a big guy. Taking giant strides at the football, Puopolo. Releases Smith. Deadly runner, gives it to Puopolo to Shields. Shields on the logo. Hawthorn, they're going end to end. Moments ago they were strutting in the defensive goal square, and Hawthorn kicks a goal. That's a dagger.
Super finish there, especially at this stage of the game, to be able to run and carry the ball. And then
Great contest, this one. And Whitecross was the one who won it. It was that close to Crocker being able to win the ball. He was in the right position, but when the ball bounced out, Hawthorn always had the player forward of the footy. Eventually, it was just a runner from midfield, Hawthorn. But just a game of inches, isn't it? One more inch down the other end, scores will be level.
Thanks, guys. Jump out, please. Just 1 minute.
Second of the afternoon for Billy Hawthorn. Bruce Clever works it into the hands of Hawthorn. He gets back inside. Schoenmakers, Burgoyne. He breaks the tackle and the second. Burgoyne fires at goal. Burgoyne's a genius. How quickly they can cut you to pieces.
The centre bounce wins. They're so ball straight line from centre bounce into your forward line. Doesn't really matter the way it happens. That was just a Mitchell kick off the ground, but they just surge forward. Always had the extra number if they could maintain possession, and Burgoyne knows what he's doing when he's out in front of goal.
Biggest lead of the game for either side now. Amazing. It is a game of centimetres sometimes. Crocker, half chance in the goal square.
The ball for Collingwood at the moment.
There's the live ladder. Hawthorn, as you can see, off the pace. They've got to do something special. Burgoyne does. Fitzpatrick breaks. Bacon goal square. Long kick. How will it bounce? It's through for a goal. Scores a level again.
The unlikely source, he was the ruckman who ended up getting that ground level ball. There was a scrimmage, obviously, at the centre square, but Fitzpatrick followed on. And have a look at this. The ball goes to ground. No one wants to hold it in. That's the good thing about the umpiring, really. If you jump on the footy, but you've got to try and keep the ball moving.
it's early days for him, but perhaps needs to work on a bit of a better celebration, because he was didn't give that the credit it deserved.
A thumping kick, a favourable bounce. The Hawks, a draw will do. Grundy missed his skipper. Williams drives it forward, Frawley in the right spot at the right time. Under 2 minutes of football, and the Hawks desperate to hang on. They are the team that manages these scenarios perfectly. Can they win a tight one or draw a tight one again? searching for history, and this result dictates so much. Duray, a lot of territory. Gunston had it a long time, not enough. Lewis, Birchall, off a step, finds his man, and that man is Burgoyne.
Did we factor in a draw into what the ramifications are?
That's enough. Get him home.
That's all they need, the draw.
Yep.
Gunston, Lewis, they need a behind right now. Any score to win the game. Close to the boundary line, out of bounds. Good spot for Hawthorn to get a boundary throw in. As things stand.
A bad percentage is not going to count if it ends up being a draw. That's the principle.
No.
Yeah, no, he's all right.
Got a boundary throw in. How is Groggy? What a wonderful game. Smith, robbed by Shields. Fitting, Hodge might kick the winning score. No, it bounces on its point. Puopolo rolls it through off the body of the fallen Maynard for a behind. 46 seconds to go.
And they work it wide. Side bottom. A goal for the Pies makes it tricky for the Hawks in September. If they can hang on, well, anything is possible.
Just still a lot of Collingwood players stuck in their back 50. They've really got to push up the ground now and try and get involved.
No point stopping the score now, is it, for Collingwood? Like, how's the one behind the play is to get up into the centre square?
What have the script writers got left in them? Lewis to ground. Gunston, brilliant, to Mitchell. Little give to Smith. Hard down the line, bouncing ball. Going to come back inside. Puopolo wanted Sicily. Still Puopolo. 15 seconds.
They do it better than anyone else, the close games. You just saw the way Mitchell there had the option to turn inboard. Instead chose to go boundary side. Very cleverly done.
Well, everything has to go right from here for Collingwood to win. Gunston trying to knock it out. Smith's got it. Clock is down to 7. Smith stayed in there for a while as if consuming time and then kicks it forward. One last roll of the dice. I don't think they've got time. There's the siren. What a remarkable game. Hawthorn a third. They win by a point.
Seems a bit too consistent this year for us doing stuff like that, but look, Collingwood come out, their last few weeks have been pretty good, and we knew that if we didn't defend properly, that was going to be in for a challenge, and as I said, you don't want to leave a game coming down to the last minute.
How do you feel about Fitzpatrick in his first game in Hawthorn colours, kicking a goal like that?
Yeah, it was good. When he lined up, when he let go, I was just hoping it went towards goal, so we saw his first shot at goal, everyone was like, what's going on? But he took a mark, he competed for us, and that's all we asked. We got Pito come in and did exactly the same thing, laid a few big hits, but not a bad goal by Fitz, no doubt to be telling us about it.
Top 4 again, obviously that double chance, you know how important that is, come up against the old enemy, the Cats.
Yeah, look, it's double chances is what you aim for at the start of the year, so obviously looking at Geelong the other day, they look pretty good, so we have to go back and our intensity needs to lift a little bit more than what has been the last few weeks.
Good luck in the next month, mate.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Right, mate. 65 to win the game.
Yeah, well, at least it got us even, and I actually wasn't sure if we just needed a draw, if we needed to win to get in the top 4, but gave us a chance and we were able to get a point just to get the win, so absolutely stoked, mate.
Obviously, Segler going down, big opportunities opened up. I mean, you must be excited about the possibilities for the next month.
Yeah, you know, Clarko and the Hawks, it's all just about playing your role, and one soldier goes out and another comes in. So all I want to do is just come in and play my role for the team, and hopefully, you know, today I was able to do that, and we were able to get the win just.
You played the final before?
I haven't played, that was my 3rd win, so.
Well, mate, you're about to go up against the Geelong Footy Club in front of about 70,000 or 80,000 next 2 weeks' time. Enjoy it.
No, mate, I can't wait. Looking forward to it.
It's an amazing season for us. We've had a lot of those games, and hopefully they'll hold us in good stead, but we'd like to play a bit better than that.
Those scenarios, everyone knows you're the best at it. How often do you actually practice them at training?
Yeah, we practice them a fair bit. Whenever we get a longer break, you know, a 7 or 8 day break, we try and do a little bit of that stuff. We had a really bad year about 4 or 5 years ago where we got beaten in a lot of close games, so probably put a price on it after that.
Just looking around, obviously last year you lost a lot of senior players out of a premiership team. A lot of kids around here, but they look like they're doing the job for you.
Yeah, I mean, we always talk about squads win premierships, not just the 22 that get the medal. And, I mean, great example, completely new ruckman tonight. And, you know, when Big Fitzy, his first game for the Hawks, kicks a goal straight over centre bounce, you know that, you know, the depth of the squad's really important this time of year.
Well done, mate. Thanks for chatting to us and good luck next week.
Thanks, Max.
A lot to like.